P, what a weekend for Dame. He defends his three-point crown, wins the All-Star Game MVP as a starter, and it turns out all those people saying Dame will get all of his credit once he leaves Portland were right.
Yeah, it turns out going to a team with an MVP and a recent title and a chance to win a title, you get more attention. Almost like it doesn't matter the market that you're in, and it hasn't mattered the market that you're in for 20 years.
But Dame also gets his MVP and his three-point competition, what is largely being discussed as the biggest letdown of an All-Star weekend ever. When Steph and Sabrina were really the highlight of Saturday night, in a lot of people's eyes, the dunk contest it's lost its luster. It's been gone for a while. Three-point shootout was good, and Dame won, and that was great to see. But it was the skills challenge. I still don't understand what they're trying to do there. I still don't understand what they're trying to do there. I have no problem with skills challenge. Any of the competitions. I don't have a problem with it either. I just want to know, give us a direction because they change it all the time.
That's part of it, but also the only team that cared was the Indiana team.
Yeah.
Was Halliburton's team. And that's the problem with All-Star Weekend, I think, in general, which we can talk about here in a bit, is that nobody really knows whether to try or not. That's the issue, because they've made it.
Ooh, that's a good point.
They've made it to where it's about like being the cool kid in high school. It's the
who's to blame for this? Is it LeBron to blame for this?
It's LeBron. It is the one thing I think in his career, not doing the dunk contest, kind of laissez-faire post Kobe. Because look, say what you want about Kobe. Kobe tried in the All-Star game. And guys like Allen Iverson, they wanted to win. That early 2000s, the early aughts, they cared.
I think we can put a little bit of blame on LeBron, but also let's not excuse and dismiss the San Antonio Spurs and their load management would go to. And when they were one of the best teams in the NBA, it was a team that would be like, yeah, I mean, we're not going to.
Well, not only that, Timmy would show up for All-Star and just be like, I don't really want to play.
Yeah.
And he'd play like, Pop was the coach God knows how many times. And so he'd go out there and play like 8 minutes and he'd take like 3 bank jumpers. Early in his career, he had that one time where he ISO'd on the 3-point line and drove. But other than that, it's like, it's been dismissive because we put so much cachet on rings culture that the ring is the only thing that matters. The regular season doesn't matter. The All-Star game doesn't matter. Nothing else matters. The playoffs don't even matter. It's about the finals, and that's it. And that decentivizing so much of all the other stuff, I think, is the NBA's biggest problem. And I think this is where an opportunity right now is the league is getting ready to transition away from LeBron, Steph, as they're aging out. Instead of looking for the new star, start marketing teams. Start marketing, giving a damn. If there's one thing I love about Ant Edwards is that he does care. Like he does want to play basketball.
He got that dog in it, except for an All-Star weekend.
Which, again, is a part of the better point. But like guys like Ja Morant ducking the dunk contest, Zion ducking the dunk contest. Like, I love that Dame and Steph are doing the 3-point contest. Like, make that cool. Make that cool. Make it a good thing to go do. Like, why does the 3-point contest get so much, but guys are worried about getting memed in the dunk contest?
And this is it, because LeBron thought it would tarnish his legacy if he ever lost a dunk contest. If any of these young stars were to be in it, I think we learned from Jaylen Brown, you don't even have to be the best dunker. You'll get into the finals.
Your name recognition, yes.
But here we are with this being a season and an All-Star game where everybody is questioning at every turn the decisions the NBA is making, whether it was the in-season tournament, which it was better.
It was a success.
It started as a question. Yeah. And then the load management rules where guys, Joel Embiid tries to play games because he wanted to be part of the MVP conversation. Yeah. He ends up getting hurt even worse than he was before. It was all one of these things where it's just a pile-on effect to where you have the people of Indiana booing at the end of the All-Star game. That's how bad it was. 211 to 187.
That's too many points.
So everybody's asking now, do you just do away with it? What do you do? How do you make the All-Star game better?
I mean, All-Star Saturday had their ratings go up 54%. And you're seeing this across all sports.
Floor was cool too.
It is. Like the LED floor, I heard some people like, oh, I don't know, it's too distracting. Like, look, it's not for you. It's not for you. It's not who it's for. It's for the kids. That's their thing. And the players, for their part, kept their mouths shut about it.
Yeah.
They didn't whine and complain. They know the deal, but you know why? Because their sponsors are probably sponsoring stuff on the floor. And they know, shut up. Like, that's where the money's going to come from. But All-Star Saturday Night is not the problem. Do we need to fix the dunk contest by getting actual stars in it? Yes. Do we need to get rid of Kenny Smith and Reggie Miller on the broadcast? Yes. We'll talk about Kenny and Sabrina and that whole thing, which I think is both dumb and overblown at the same time. But ratings were up. Ratings are 54%. It was almost 11 million people watched All-Star Saturday Night.
It was good. But there's nothing else to watch. But which is
the point. Like, it capture the audience. And people will go. It's not for lack of options. So the fact they're still tuning in and actually growing, that's a good thing. Now Sunday night, they've got to fix something. And I think the biggest fix is putting real money on the line.
I have a fix for the All-Star game because I don't think with the teams built the way they are, I just don't think you're going to get guys to wholly commit this way. So I was thinking really outside the box on what the NBA could do. And you can still keep the cachet of fan vote, the reserves being voted in. But it all comes down to you've got to put money behind it. So this just may be something completely sideways, and everybody may go, no, don't do that. But what if you still had your fan vote? You have your top vote getters, top 8 vote getters in a fan vote. They become captains. Okay. You have a random draw for 1 through 8, or heck, you could go however they finished in the voting, 1 through 8. They get to pick where they go. But you draft 3-on-3 teams. You could do teams of 4, so the 8 captains vote or a draft in a snake draft from a pool of 24 players.
3-on-3 because we're never going to get 1-on-1, which would be so much fun.
No, you go 3-on-3 where there's 4 guys on each team, but then there becomes strategy on how you draft your team because you get too many bigs, all of a sudden you're going to be shooting threes. You get too many 3-point shooters, all of a sudden you're going to have just Joel Embiid backing you down all day long.
You get dog walked back to 1992.
But then you have a 3-on-3 tournament where each round is escalating in prize money. So you win in the first round, $250,000.
Have it sponsored by NBA 2K since they already do the 3-on-3 street stuff and just do it that way.
You get to the semifinals, that's $500,000. You get to the championship, and the champion wins $1 million. So you're telling me these guys on these 3-on-3 teams, there is a purse of about $1.7 million, $1.75 million if you win this thing. And that will cost the league probably $12 million total to throw at the All-Star game as a prize purse.
Which is nothing. And here's the other thing for All-Star Saturday Night. For the dunk contest, you take $5 million in cash on a pallet.
Yeah.
Throw it at center court.
Once.
Winner take all.
John Moran is in if it's once.
Winner take all.
Stack
$5 million
ones.
Boom. Guess who shows up then? You get Anthony Edwards. You get John Morant. You get Shaedon Sharp. Who I still think Shea, there's an outside chance he would have done it this year had he been healthy. Personally, I was bugging the hell out of him to do it.
But I think locally we're like, yeah, get Shaedon Sharp in. I think if you throw Shaedon Sharp in, most of the people around the country are like, I want Mac McClung back. You know, because his name does not resonate across the NBA. You need actual stars. You need Ja, Zion. Just like, I mean, hell, like D Brown, everybody's like, when D Brown won, we were like, who?
Yeah, but see, Levine and Gordon they weren't stars. They were role players, but they were so tremendous as dunkers. And this thing is like,
but they were ascending, and everybody was talking about them even on the national shows because they were explosive.
But
way bigger profiles than Shaedon Sharp.
AG wasn't. AG was in Orlando and he'd been in the league 3 years at that point in time. He wasn't. Well,
he was a top 5 pick, wasn't he? Wasn't he third?
Was he? I can never remember what he was in the draft. I mean, Shaedon was 7th. Like we're not. Yeah. We're kind of splitting hairs as far as. What was Gordon 3rd? Fourth. So, I mean, it's the difference between the 4th pick and 7th pick. It's not like Shea was unheralded. And that's the thing is, I'm not saying this just because of Shea, but like, I think you should take the stars, take like 3 stars, and then like an up-and-comer. or 2 up-and-comers.
Here's how you do it. You go WWE style. You put that cash in a suitcase, have
Royal
it suspended
Rumble.
from the Jumbotron.
I like
and
it.
then once you get to the finals, the first guy that goes and dunks, he can go grab the ladder, try to climb up there. And once the other guy finishes his dunk, he can go and try and get it down.
I think Russ fixed the All-Star weekend.
There you go. I like it.
I think you did it.
Ladder match.
I think you did it. But I would love to see something change with, especially on Sunday, because Sunday is a mess.
The game needs to be competitive. Like, and here's me being player advocate for a second.
Play advocate.
The stuff players have to do now is not what stuff players had to do 20 years ago. Like, if you look at Damian Lillard's schedule in Indianapolis, go look at his Twitter feed. Tissot, Gatorade, Oakley, Adidas, all of this. Like, it was like, oh, woe is him. Look, the guy is in junkets and press deals and marketing deals and appearances all day.
Well, that's why they've pushed back the start of the second half of the season, is to allow guys to do that stuff.
And that's the thing, is like,
rather than coming back like today.
But they're doing that basically for 3 days.
Yeah.
Like go here, and then you're gonna play a game on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's like,
and then he can go home and lay on his bed of $50 million a year.
and that's the thing, is like, I think they need to find a way to, like, maybe do the game first, then do the stuff after. Like do the game Saturday and do the dunk contest, 3-point contest Sunday.
You can't end with the All-Stars getting booed off the floor.
with a whimper. And that's the thing, is like, and like, just to put in perspective, like, Scoot, they Blazers play the game against Timberwolves. We go in and do the post-game media availability. And I'm talking to Blazers PR, and they're like, all right, we're going to head out of here.
Thursday night.
I go, well, what time do you guys take off in the morning? He's like, the morning? He goes, we're going to the airport right now. We're going to land at 6 in the morning.
Boo, buddy.
Scoot's at practice at like 8 in the morning. And then he's making a media appearance at 9. So it's like, holy crap. Like, it is just go. And I think that the marketing part of it, which you have to do, they have to strike some balance to get players to give a damn again.
Money.
Which
that's it.
I agree. I think that's ultimately the way we do this.
It was cool, though, to see you had Dame win the MVP, win the 3-point contest. And other than that, it was a kind of a letdown of All-Star weekend. But we now push on, and we have bigger things to focus on second half of the season.